What is up, guys? Pie Muffin here, and we are back with yet another Trails playthrough series. So, it's not going to feel like a long time for those of you who have been watching, but for me, it's actually been a month since I last recorded a Trails video. I finished, it's now, I guess I like to give a timetable for these things, even though you're not going to see this playthrough for months. It is, what is today? It is September 21st, 2023, and I pretty much finished recording my Trails into Reverie playthrough literally exactly a month ago. I think it was on the 21st of August, 2023. So we're going to be diving into The Legend of Nayuta, Boundless Trails. So this is going to be the first Trails playthrough on the channel where I have not played the game in any capacity beforehand. Obviously, everything I did before, from the first Sky game all the way to Trails into Reverie, I had at least in some way played the game before. So I knew the overall story. There was obviously, I didn't do a lot of the side quests we did in these, kind of replays, so some of that stuff was new. But Nayuta, I have never touched. Besides some fan theories that I've seen online about Nayuta, I know nothing. The only thing I know is that as of this current moment, with where we're at in the Trails games, Nayuta is technically considered, at least by the fans, not canon. But that's only because apparently there isn't any direct connections, just because of when this game takes place. Like, I understand that it takes place even before the Zemurian calendar. So, like, in the Zemurian calendar, we're in, like, as of Reverie was, like, 1205. Like, this is way before any of the 1205 years earlier. This is still even before that. So that's why it's not really, like, something you can consider connected, but it still is the same world of Zemuria, from what I understand. But obviously we're gonna find out. Like I said, only a few fan theories off the top of my head that I know. They say, I've seen a fan theory that, like, McBurn might be related to some stuff that happens in here, and then I've, like, seen some other stuff like that. But other than that, I know nothing about the game. I don't even know the characters' names. Obviously, besides Nayuta, I think is the main character. So this will be the first time on the channel for a Trails game, and obviously probably the last time, that I don't know what's going on. Because obviously the two Calvert games that we're waiting to get localized, I have played, even though I played them primarily in Japanese, so wasn't able to read everything. But that's enough about that. We'll get into those once those officially get announced to be coming over here. But yeah, so let's go ahead and get started. In terms of release timing, obviously this game just came out like 2 days ago, over here in the West, but the original version of this game, in Japan, released in 2012. It released right after Trails 2 Azure over in Japan had released. So this was kind of the game, release-wise at least, between Azure and Cold Steel 1. So, yeah, I'm actually very excited to see what the story is going to be about. People have said there are some connections you can make to stuff that happens in the actual Trails game, so I'll definitely be on the lookout for anything like that, but I'm just really excited to see what this is going to be about. I always gotta turn this down a bit because it's always, like, incredibly loud. Obviously we want voice stuff on, text auto scroll off, and then yes, we're gonna be playing in Japanese. Maybe that's a little too low. Let's go with that for now. But yeah, so Legend of Nayuta, Boundless Trails. Let's go ahead and dive in and see what this game has in store for us. I'm gonna go beginner. It's an action game, by the way. This is not your usual Trails game, it's an action game, so it's gonna be a lot different than what we're used to with Trails being turn-based battles. But I'm gonna go with beginner because I have no idea what to expect from this series, so I don't want to do something that's gonna be, like, super hard. New calendar, 15, see, this, yeah, you can't really tell. So, whatever, I mean, if we want to look at it this way, this could be whatever calendar they had before you know, whatever timeline we have now. You know, how there's no, like, kind of knowledge before, you know, the Septian calendar. So the new calendar is probably the timeline before that, or even maybe even further back. There's no way for us to really know. But whatever timeline we're in, 1579 is apparently the year. In the Sea of Ciencia, it's kind of weird reading the black on black. Approximately 980 Selge, southwest of Port Town St. Elise. Oh, wow. Models look really good. I know this is obviously a remaster of the original Nayuta game because I don't remember when, but I know in Japan they did like a remaster, or they ported it to the Switch at some point in the last like couple years in Japan, and I guess that's based off of whenever they remastered it. I don't know when they actually did that, but we got Nayuta here. Here's our main character for this game. Already this game is starting off interesting because, I mean, have we ever seen like a sailing ship in the middle of the ocean in a Trails game? Like, for the most part, you see, you know, we do have like ships in ports and stuff in Trails games, you know, specifically Sky. There are a lot of ports that we saw ships come in from, but it's not like they were going out to different continents and stuff like that. Like, it's all still one continent, so they would take a ship, you know, kind of just scouring the edge of the continent itself. But this seems like he's really, like, out there. Man, the voices are super low. I'm gonna have to alter this. Signa.
シグナじゃねっつの。部屋にいねえからもしやと思って来てみれば。今日はちゃんと寝とけって言っといたろ。いや、今夜は天気がいいから天体観測にはぴったりだと思ってさ。今の時期だったら夏の大三角も綺麗に見えるはずだし。やれやれ。
The way this game is starting, it feels more like an East game than it does a like a Trails game, which is pretty wild.
兄貴分の話くらい聞けやな。夢中になると周りが見えなくなっちまうのはお前のいいとこでもあるんだが。ごめん、つい。それにしても残され島に帰るのは4ヶ月ぶりくらいだね。姉さんやライラや師匠たちも元気にしてるといいけど。たったの4ヶ月ぐらいじゃ大して変わりはしないだろう。まあ、せっかくの里帰りだ。せいぜいのんびりするとしようぜ。俺も運よくナユタに合わせて自警団の休暇を取れたことだしな。うん、そうだね。
Two moons, huh? Dad, Mom, I'll be home soon. Thanks to Eartha, I've been learning so much at the academy in St. Elise. But it's been so hectic I haven't been able to keep up with her. She won't be happy if I get home all exhausted. Obviously, this is a game that's not, like, fully voiced. So, only, like, main scene, so it's gonna be, like, the Cold Steel experience. A shooting star, or several. That's a lot of them. Oh, meteor shower.
すごく綺麗だ。しかも残され島の方角だよ。あの中にも星のかけらが混じってるかな。
ああ、きっとそうだろうな。それにしても大した景色だ。星も俺たちの里帰りを出迎えてくれてるのかもしれねえな。
よし、早速記録して。
ダメだ。さっき言ったばっかだが、寝ないと明日に響くからな。ほら、船室に戻るぞ。
そんな。
I really like what this game is doing with having the close-ups on the characters' faces. Because obviously we didn't really get this as much in the Sky games or even the Crossbell games. Like, it was usually, even when a scene was going on, it was kind of like an overhead view from kind of far away, so you could get everyone in the scene. But this is kind of cool. You're actually seeing the... I guess this is kind of like what they were working on between, you know, Azure and then Cold Steel 1 in terms of, like, kind of going more, you know, full-on 3D. This is like a mix between the two.
この世界には果てがある。僕たちは昔からそう教えられてきた。
The world has an end. Also, is this what they're referring to? Like, obviously we learned about this in the last couple games. You know, that people aren't able to go past a certain point in the ocean. Like, the world basically forces them back.
無限に広がっているように見える海にも明確な終わりがあって。
Okay, so yeah, it's literally, I mean, that already this early on, that's telling you it's the same world.
だからこそ学者たちの多くはこの世界は平面上だと断じて人々
Okay, but
を信じている。
that still wouldn't make any sense because if the world had an end, wouldn't you just fall off? Like, if the world was flat, which, you know, people believe in our world, I still can't understand how. But you would just think when you get to the edge, you just fall off, and that would be it.
本当にそうなんだろうか。いや、きっと違う。僕は強く信じてる。世界はもっと広いはずだって。
Well, this already has my interest. Prologue, Gate to the Other World. Other World? The next morning... I'm gonna be totally honest. I almost wish that Cold Steel 1 had gone with this. In terms of... Because... what they went with full 3D, but the characters still feeling like super kind of, you know, low res. Like, I honestly like how this looks better. I wish they had kind of gone with this for Cold Steel 1 and 2, and then for 3 and 4, go with what we had. I think that would have been better. Because then that would have been a much bigger jump. Imagine going from this and then going to Cold Steel 3 graphics. Like, that would have been insane. Well, that was a long trip. It is about 1,760 cells from the port of St. Elysee. No matter how swift Captain Poopus's ferry boat is, half a day is still pretty rough. That was one huge yawn. This is exactly why I told you to get some sleep. Well, I was wide awake after seeing that splendid meteor shower. So sleepy. Well, you better get home and ask Eartha to feed you breakfast before you collapse on the trail. I'll head over after I drop off my luggage at Master Orbis's place. Sounds good. I'll see you after then. You can tell that Signa over there is a sword fighter with that sword on his hip. Look at that giant tree. It looks like it's growing out of like a ruin. He's got a sheep in the backyard. Got a lady in here.
この光をこっち側から当てて
Eartha. Whoa, that's some high-tech stuff. What?
ちゃんと見えるようになったわ。
I mean, we do know that not to immediately throw theories out there, but obviously we learned in the second Sky game that technology used to be more advanced before the Septian calendar. Like, at some point, you know, people of old kind of, like, destroyed everything because, you know, having that kind of power in the hands of, you know, humans was just too much, and it was going to destroy the world at some point, so they kind of got reset in terms of technology. But this could be when they were, you know, kind of more advanced.
まあ綺麗。これはどこかの塔かしら。こんなにくっきりと見えるものも珍しいわね。この星のかけら。
Also, I am gonna try and just enjoy this for what it is, like, as a game, but I apologize, but I'm not gonna be able to help, you know, making the comparisons. Like, just being like, oh, maybe this is like this because of this. Like, my brain is just gonna be wired that way.
アントリアさんが喜ぶでしょうね。あ、そろそろ帰ってきたみたい。
But what powers it? It's obviously not orbments, because orbments didn't exist before, you know, what was it? It was 1950 of the Septian calendar, around there. Welcome back, Nayuta. I'm home. Wait, how'd you know I was here already? I heard the sheep outside. The ship seems to have arrived on time. Go ahead and rest up. It must have been a long trip. Haha, thank you. What is this? Sister? Mom? Oh, what's wrong? You seem awfully sleepy. You stayed up late again, didn't you? Haha, does it show? Is there any breakfast left? I'm really hungry. I was waiting for you because I wanted to eat together with you today. My special egg soup is simmering, so let's have a late breakfast. Yay! The thought of getting to eat your home-cooked meals again makes me even hungrier. Oh, God. I'll be ready soon, so go ahead and put your luggage down. And remember to wash your hands, okay? I know. Such a carefree kid. But it's a Trails game, so we know that's not gonna last. I'd assume. What's with the glowing jar? I think I can finally relax. Signa said he'd be here later, but... Yo, long time no see, Eartha. Oh, the food smells as good as ever, doesn't it? Well, hello, Signa. You're looking well. Since you're here, would you like to join us for breakfast? Yes, of course. I guess I'll just barge in then. Looks like he's already here. I should go down too. So I'm guessing the glowing jar is a normal occurrence then. Thanks for the food. Man, Eartha's just too good at cooking. I ate so well. If you go out in the city, I'm sure you could start a diner or two. I think that's a bit of an exaggeration. I'm nothing special compared to a professional chef. Plus, I still have my work as a star fragment observer that I inherited from my mother. A job analyzing the sites within the star fragments. I still don't know what a star fragment is. I mean, I guess it could have to do with those shooting stars we saw earlier. It's not something you see much off at the island. Off of the island. Well, star fragments are sort of Remnant Isle's specialty. Okay. How's your work been lately? Not bad. But this morning was a little unusual. Unusual? What did you see in that star fragment? Would you like to take a look? I still have it fixed in the scope. Of course! Oh my god. I'm loving the reactions they have. It's in your room, right? Let's go take a look. Hey now, calm down. The star fragment isn't going anywhere. Let's clean up the dishes and take a look together. So we're gonna see what... Okay. Star fragments, mysterious ores that fall into the sea near Remnant Isle alongside meteors. Okay. When illuminated by 7 different colors of light by a special machine, they can project a beautiful world. People call this site Lost Heaven and are fascinated by its existence. Wow, this is awesome, Eartha. Looks like some kind of tower. It's so tall and majestic, and the surrounding scenery is beautiful too. This really is amazing. You've shown me a few star fragments in the past, but I've never seen one like this. Right? I was surprised when I first saw it too. It's that neat, huh? Let me see it too. Even amazing is an understatement. Oh my god, this kid is so hyper. Usually star fragments tend to depict the natural world, like forests, oceans, animals, and the sky. I've heard that some show things like ruins, but I think it's rare to see a full structure this clearly. The world of Lost Heaven. Does it really exist? If so, where? And why can it only be seen in star fragments? Researchers have been trying to answer these questions for a very long time. So he's a nerd, I get it. There may be a reason for why the star fragments only fall within the vicinity of Remnant Isle. No, there must be. Nothing happens without a reason. Someday I'm going to find out for myself just what that reason is. He's such an energetic kid. Oh, Nayuta, there he goes again, off in his own little world. Haha, dear me. Lost Heaven, huh? I think the accident that claimed Nayuta and Eartha's parent... Okay, so they are siblings. Got it. Had something to do with it. But then, this guy stops listening to me when he gets in his zone. Come on, man. Let me take a good look at it, too. I think you'll be waiting your turn for a while. Sorry, guys. I guess I got too excited. It's okay. It's been a while since I've seen you look so happy. Well, I do understand how you feel. It's quite the view. If there really is a tower like that, I'd love to see it someday. What's up, Signa? It's nothing. More importantly, I've come here today with a proposal. A proposal? I thought you came here for breakfast. That's not why he came here. He said he would meet you here later. Well, that's just how things ended up. Besides, I already had breakfast at Master Orbis's house. You still do eat a lot. Well, I am still growing, but that's not my point. The thing is, I'm thinking about resuming our handyman business during our summer break. You mean the one we used to run? That's right. We take any and all requests again and get paid for... okay, makeshift bracers. Yeah, I get it. That's what we're doing again. We'll be the village's jack of all trades. Ever since I started up with the Vigilante Corps in St. Elisie, it's been on hiatus. But now that we're back, I'm gonna have to decide on how I'm gonna say Elisie, because I keep changing it because I'm not sure how you're actually supposed to say it, but I'm sure I'll decide on something eventually, given how much they're saying it. I think people would appreciate that. The village has been short-handed with you two gone. Right? It's time to live up to their expectations. What do you say, Nayuta? Instead of idling around this summer, why not put ourselves to work? I mean, I never planned to lounge about in the first place, but... sure, why not? Let's do it. Are we going to use our house as an office to collect requests like we used to? Yep, actually I already put the word out on my way here. There might even be a few requests in the mailbox already. You're as shrewd as ever, Signa. More like impatient. Coming from you. I knew you guys would be down. Let's go check the mailbox right outside right now, Nayuta. Who's the impatient one now? Alright, wait for me, Signa. Have fun, boys. And good luck. Thanks, Eartha. Such a unique name. Nayuta and Eartha. Okay, so let's look at basic controls. So we've got talk, obviously, examine, okay. Camp screen, just like trails, equipment, item, and system, okay. Open the field screen with that. Okay, we're gonna talk about that here in a second. There you can check your current location, status, and objectives, okay. So, this is called the Hershel's house. We know a very important character with the last name Herschel. So, this is Nayuta and Eartha Herschel then? Which means, assuming it's not just, you know, to be a reference, they would be the, like, very long-time descendants of Toa's family. Obviously, I don't have any gear yet. Event, okay. Oh, okay, so you can, so this game doesn't have, well, I guess none of the Trails games really do. You can save at any point you really feel like. Okay, cool. Cool. So, oh, I want to, yeah. Okay, that should work out better. Alright, I think we'll stop right here for the first video, though. I'm not going to make these as... It's kind of probably go back to our Trails in the Sky length videos for the most part. Unless, like, a crazy event goes on, I'm going to aim for, like, between, like, 20 to 30 minutes. Because this is a relatively shorter game from what I understand. Compared to the last few we've done where we, you know, been, like, 100 plus hours. From what I understand, this one's only, like, a 40-hour game. So, I don't really need to make such longer videos. So, that's going to be it. So, next time on Nayuta Boundless Trails, we are going to continue on. I guess we'll take a look around the house first, and then we'll go meet up with Signa and start about with this summer business they want to do. You know, help people out, maybe make some money. Essentially, the makeshift bracer business. So, that's going to be it, guys. Hope you all enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe more if you're new to the channel. I'll see you all next time. Have a wonderful day, everyone.